college access for students. And we want to support those other organizations, partner with those other organizations, and help share, across with resources. Certainly, I will say, within the last year or two, getting out there with Twitter chats, we have tried to help increase exposure to other organizations that are doing great work, like, again, with supporting, let's say, first-gen students and getting resources there. We support within the Common App recommendation system for the counselors and recommenders and advisors who log in there. They can see some of the partner organizations where we are trying to help the counseling community access resources. So we talk about the American College Application Campaign and how the resources that they're providing to help with college access. We shared NACAC and their curriculum to help with college access curriculum. We also talk about NCAN and the wonderful work that they do with Form Your Future and better understanding the financial aid process and getting the FAFSA completed and submitted. So we are always open to organizations and talking with them and figuring out how we can support one another with supporting students on this journey.
No, you guys, like Twitter feed and on Instagram, it's amazing. I love how you guys always are retweeting, like from other organizations like Better Make Room or Get Schooled. It's nonstop, and it's really great. And you've also entered the app world, right, with the Common App on Track app, but where people could get on Google Play and on iTunes. Is that correct?
Yes, it's our free mobile app to help students stay organized. So it connects directly with their Common App account. It is not their application itself. It is their organizational tool. So they can use it to track their deadlines. They can use it to do some basic things like add colleges to their list. But it's great in that students can set their own reminders. So even if a deadline, let's say, is November 1st, they can set their own deadlines and reminders in there to get things done ahead of time, like asking their teachers for letters of rec and giving them enough time in advance to prepare a good letter for them.
Yeah, reminders are so important in my life as well, because there's a lot going on, especially if you're a teenager. So that's a great feature that you guys provide for students. And so you're the expert at Common App. So what are the biggest mistakes, whether you're a counselor, a teacher, or a student, when using Common App that people really need to avoid, that you keep on hearing that happens over and over? Besides, like, I type in my high school's name and I didn't realize there's 5 different of them around the world.
Yeah, I mean, certainly the seat code and getting the correct high school. The remembering which email address, now students without, not having just one email, making sure that they remember which email they're using. And this year we actually added we enhanced the password reset. So now students can actually more easily reset their password when they need to, versus having to go to our solution center. But that piece, other things they're doing, with the number of different application platforms out there, there are times when the student may start with the Common App and then submit using an institutional app, and there's confusion around the transcript and recommendation submissions. So making sure that students are really staying in communication with their counselor and their recommenders, and that they inform them of any changes in terms of how they're applying. Again, you mentioned earlier about just last-minute rushing. If students can, really do better about their time management, I know is asking a lot, but they really will avoid some of just the last-minute errors, the simple things that they would never have, made an error on in the past if they had just taken their time to plan out their responses. Also, again, with the writing supplements, being familiar with who's going to ask those additional questions, because there's nothing worse than, working on your Common App right up until a deadline, feeling like you're going to meet that, you submit, and then you realize that there's an additional writing piece for a school that you have not even started on yet.
Yeah, procrastination could be a true enemy for that. I've seen so many students who work the last minute and then they'll see that supplemental essay question and they're like, oh, I guess I'm not applying there. And I'm like, oh my God, this would have been an amazing school, but time was not their friend at the time. Yeah. Meredith, you and Common App have done so many great things, and especially with your Twitter and social media at Common App, and on so many useful tools, giving instructions to students how to use Common App at the Common App Media on YouTube. Students can learn so much information at commonapp.org, not only about the application, but getting other resources like financial aid. We really want to thank you for sharing all this information about Common App and all that you guys do.
Thank you. We are happy to be out there as a resource for students, and we wish the class of 2019 good luck this application year.
Great. Thank you so much, Meredith.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening to College for All. We hope you enjoyed our podcast and learned that college is an opportunity you can reach. Use this information and you can find out even more on our website at college4all.com. And you can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at college4allamv. Thank you for listening, and until our next podcast, don't forget, nothing is impossible unless you think it is impossible.